Greetings comrades, Soviet Gaming here. Today I'm getting married in our kingdom too. This video will be divided into parts. First one will be kinda overview of the wedding, romantic stuff and what can you do and stuff. Second one will be pure numbers. So if you guys are here for the statistics, just go to the second part of the video or just watch through it till then and you'll get all the data about wedding and what does it give you and all the numbers. So first things first, to get to a wedding, you need to have someone in love. I have several people here. Let's not focus on that, right? Let's focus on the actual wedding. Oh god, I'm exposed. In order to get to the spouse status, you need 10,000 relationship points with your in-love friend. You can marry the same gender, you can marry the different gender, it doesn't matter, so pick whoever you like. After you get to the limit, you can go and propose over here. So you click in propose marriage and you have to write a message. I think it looks pretty romantic. Let's go with this one. So for that you need a ring. And when you're done here, you click propose and then you're waiting for a response. While you're waiting, let me show you where you can actually get the ring. You go to the mall, you go to the grocery, you go to the special, and over here you got the proposal ring for 99 diamonds. After your spouse will accept the wedding, you will get this pop-up window over here. You can go for simple or extravagant wedding. The difference is the simple wedding costs 1050 normal diamonds, the blue ones, and extravagant cost 1050 red diamonds. So this is a pay-to-win wedding. The main difference is the costumes over here. With the simple wedding you got this plus 4% wedding suit, and with the pay-to-win you got plus 8. And it might look different, but I'm not really sure. And moreover, you get the hair with 4% stats. Other than that, you will get some fireworks for free and 3 gifts for your guests. But since I'm free to play, we can't go for the pay-to-win wedding, we'll go for the normal one. So you either click start wedding here and spend those 1050 diamonds, or you breach your promise and go for someone else, but then you will lose the wedding ring. It's not coming back. It's better to ask if your partner is ready for wedding because you don't want him to be AFK or something. And when you guys are ready, main menu, friends, in love, over here, start wedding. There we go, 1000 diamonds. And after that you have to wait for the reply as well. And there we go. Okay, join your own wedding. Finally. So the minimal cost of the wedding is 1150 diamonds. After that it's up to you. You can give gifts or you cannot do that. It's up to you. I look like a normal guy now, finally. Find a good position where you want to start. Yeah, she's really happy with the dress. And as owner of the wedding, you can invite friends. I would advise going for the guildies, but you can invite everyone actually. So just go over the list and invite everyone who you think should take part in your wedding. And yeah, I recommend starting with the guildies because they are way better than the random people, because you'll be running together with them. Look at her, so cute, she doesn't even have the weapon. How did she hit it? I have my spear out of here. So yeah, after this you wait a little bit before your friends will join in, so you can start giving away the presents and doing the ceremony and all that stuff. So be patient. Wait for people and then enjoy the party. I prefer to go with surprise wedding. I don't know why, it seems kinda way more intense, but if you want to plan it ahead, it's up to you. Guys are already in the position to take the presents. I can see that they are using the effective strategy to get all those presents. On your own wedding, you can get those presents as well. So if you're someone like me, greedy as hell, you will be running away and taking them as well, because you know, it's free-to-play stuff, you know, you can get good stuff over there, and who knows if there will be another wedding again. So as you can see, husband is here, taking the presents, left the wife to talk to other people. That is really free-to-play-ish. Sharing gifts cost 150 diamonds, so it is pretty expensive, guys. It is pretty expensive, and you want to have at least 5 of those, so everyone would get some. You can split that between you and the bride, but it's up to you guys. You can launch fireworks, it doesn't cost that much, but it looks beautiful and it doesn't get anything as well other than the visuals. So if you want it to be beautiful, do that. But yeah, overall I say good wedding will cost about 2000 blue diamonds, 2.5 depending on the amount of fireworks and the presents you want to give. And yeah, anyone can save that amount of diamonds. Oh, we gotta do the ceremony as well. Let's go, of course. I forgot the main thing. I got the present, but forgot the ceremony. There we go. So you will get this beautiful ceremony with animation, how you guys are being married, and yeah, that's really beautiful. You can launch it several times, by the way. So if someone is late, you can launch it again for them. You'll get all the NPCs here. Unluckily, you don't see your guests in this ceremony. That's why I prefer the actual view on the wedding hall. There we go. And now I'm a married man, guys. That is really nice. I guess it's made for people who don't have friends. So when they will have the wedding, they will be alone here and no one to greet them. Alright, let's go to the beach. Actually, it's my favorite area in the whole wedding hall. The beach is really nice, it's relaxing, and it have that nice sand and seaside over there, so it's a nice place to be. Where is my waifu? Waifu! Waifu. Nice. So the beach party can be different. Usually people take pictures here, or I would prefer go swimming actually, but yeah, I guess as a husband I can't do that anymore. Yeah, it's really hard to align yourself here, so it takes a little bit for people to get in spot. So yeah, somewhere beach area became the area where we all party all the time, because you can go swimming here, you can make a good pictures here, and this area is pretty nice overall. You can find all your wedding presents in the mail, you can get different amount of goals for each one, or the rose bouquet, I don't know how it's pronounced, bouquet, and you can take them all and let's see how much we will get. So those 14 boxes, we're opening them, most of them getting 5 or 9k gold, so it's not that much, but it's still pretty cool. Yeah, we didn't got any roses, but we've got 116k gold for 14 boxes, so it's a pretty good result. So now we have spouse menu available for us. We can see the basic data over here, like anniversary, days married, a level of the wedding ring, and spouse message. So this is like a board for you to talk with your spouse to give the announcement. Here is our wedding ring. On level 1 it gives those stats. Let's count how much EP we will get and what will be the growth over the levels, so we have some presents ready for that. We will count how much each level of the ring will give EP and see how it scales, so stay tuned for that. And you have a bunch of spouse quests, which is basically anniversary. You have some special quests here, so you gotta greet your spouse 3 times. Those are weekly, by the way. Send gifts to your spouse 3 times. Form a party with your spouse and kill 500 normal monsters outside of the dungeons, and 50 boss monsters in group dungeons. So that means you want to do your dailies and you want to do your AFK grind with your spouse. You will get 20k gold for each of those in one rose thingy, and that will increase your relationships quite a lot, and you can use it for the wedding ring. So after you're married, you can still give presents to a couple, and they will transfer into the couple points that you can use to upgrade the ring. So the game is basically forcing you to give all the presents to one person instead of sharing them with other friends, because you want this, because that gives you EP. So guys, for the wedding data, let's take a look at this fantastic spreadsheet I've made. Sheet is the key word over here. So we have several data arrays here. The first one, the pink one, is love points required to level your ring. I've managed to go all the way to level 21, and the first 5 levels were going way too fast, but it doesn't matter that much. We have enough data to see how it goes. Over here we have attack, then the critical, basically all the stats of the ring, and EP in the end, EP gained per level with all my buffs. Because I think your percentage on the base stats affects this, I'm not sure about that. Let me know in the comments if you do know about that. Yeah, so what do we have here? Every level we have increase of the stat, that's obvious, right? But each level becomes more and more expensive, that's obvious as well. But what's interesting, that the higher you go, the less is the percentage of increased price to level up the ring and increased stats that you get. So let's take a look at the love points required to level up the ring. At the very beginning, at level 6 to 7, increases 8% from the previous love points required, and in numerical values it's 14. When you move all the way here to level 20, it's already 23 additional love points, but in percentage it's only 5.74. So the growth is getting slower and slower. But yeah, the amount of love points you will need for each level will get higher and higher. Same goes for the stats. So for each stat, the higher you go, the higher will be added value. They don't grow that fast because the values are really small. We can actually take a look at the HP because here we have the high values and we can see the actual difference, because for attack it's 7, 7, 7, 7, 8, 8, 7, 8, 9, 8, 8, 9, 9, and so on. So it's not really easy to see the difference because the values are really small and the percentages is adding small decimals that we can't see, so it's not really showing anything. But for the HP we have the high values and we can see the difference. So at level 7 it's 7.45% from 550 to 591 health, and numerical value is 41. When we go all the way to level 20, it's 54 numerical increase and 4.65% additional stats from the previous level, which is 19. We can see that the amount of stats we're getting is getting higher as you go, but the price of the ring is getting higher as well. For the EP, we can see that it's rising as well, obviously with the stats, but there are some drops over here. For example, at level 15 we got 166 EP, and at level 10 we got 155 EP, which is really weird. And I think the reason why it happened is because we got the lower defense this time, and we didn't get increase in other stats, so that might be the reason why we got less EP. So the growth here was because of those decimals, it was lower in comparison with the previous level growth, but actual values are higher. So yeah, at level 10 each level of the ring gives us 155 EP, at level 15 it's already 194, at level 20 it's already 211, so it's growing. I also have some data from the higher levels like 41, 42, so we can compare the stats of level 20 ring and level 40 ring right here. So love points required to level up the ring at level 20 is 424, at level 41 it's 1000 already, so it's a lot of love points. At this level you will be able to level up your rings every other day, I think, unless you're really dedicated to farming those points. For the stats, they actually have more than twice amount of those. So for attack we had 203 and now we have 430. For the critical we had 86 and now we have 182. For the health it's a little bit more than double value. It was 1250 and it became 2580. Same for defense, 102 to 215. And for evasion it was 122 and it ended up being 258. A lot of numbers, guys. If you don't need those, just wait a little bit, we'll go to the conclusion. Unluckily, we don't know EP for that because I really haven't calculated the amount of EP per stat. If you know that info as well, let me know in the comments. But yeah, the conclusion is simple. I actually made this wedding ring stats diagram, but it doesn't look really useful because it looks pretty linear and totally useless. So yeah, screw that. The conclusion is that it's pretty useful to upgrade your ring. You don't want to focus on that much because you can use your daily presents, you can use your weekly bouquets, you can use whatever you get at the weddings and give it to your spouse and get those love points and upgrade the ring. Extra stats, why the hell not? So at level 40 you will get about 10,000 EP from the ring, which is pretty good. Not that much, but it still makes quite a difference. For the love points, we can calculate how much we can get per week. So for the daily gifts, each of the spouses get 5 presents. Each of those costs 50 love points and affection and whatever. So it's the same basically. The same you give to the friends and the same you will get for giving to your spouse. So it's 50 each. Per day it's 250 and per week it's 1750. For the bouquets you get 400 each, you get 4 of those per week and you get in 1.6k per week. So overall each of the spouses are getting 3,350 love points per week from the free sources without any additional weddings, without buying stuff from the auction house, without anything extras, without friendship points as well, by the way. So greeting each other actually increases that value, but let's count only the presents this time. And if we will multiply it by 2, because you have 2 spouses and each of those get those presents and each of those send them to each other, you get 6.7k per week. So at the early levels it counts as a lot of levels. At level 40, for example, it counts as about 6 levels. So the higher you are, the slower will be the upgrade, and I can't even imagine how slow it will be at like level 100 or so, because it will be extremely slow and yeah, it won't get you that much at that point. But then again, you will have about, I think, 25-30k EP only from your ring, so it's a good bonus. Moreover, you get diamonds from the anniversaries, so it's a nice bonus as well. Basically, you can get diamonds you invested in the wedding back after some time, and yeah, you get some extra gold from the weekly quests. So don't forget to greet your spouse and do stuff with them together, because first you get the XP bonus, second you get those quests, and it's nice to be together, right? Now let's see, what do you want to do if your spouse is missing in action, stopped playing, or you don't like her or him anymore and you want to get rid of them, or you love someone else and you want to break up with your current spouse. You know, things happen. So if you want to marry someone else, you can't really marry someone because you're already married. You can marry only one person in this game. So if you really want to break up, you go to the mall, you go to the grocery, you go to the special, and the place where you bought the wedding ring for 100 diamonds, you can buy divorce papers for 400 diamonds, and that will make you free. I don't really want to buy this. That will put your relations down, I think, to friends. To the very beginning, not to this 1000 of 1000, but to 0 of 1000. Or maybe it will put you to the very beginning of the previous relationships, so it will be 0 out of 10,000 intimacy in love. I'm not sure, I don't want to test it, to be honest, it's not nice. But yeah, if someone tried it, let me know in the comments as well. I really want to know what will happen if you'll do that. Since we're here at the friend list, let me explain how the friendship works anyway. So, for example, if you decided to go for someone as love, but then you changed your mind and you want to be friends with them, you want to click here and you want to click on this relationship lowering button. It will cost you 100 diamonds and you can go back to the previous relations. It won't ask your partner, it will force it, and you will get back to the previous relationships and you will end up at 0 out of the limit. So basically it will be 0 out of 1000. So use it with care and don't exploit other people too much. Perfectly, you would like to have one spouse that's active, that you do stuff together, and the rest of people should be your close friends, because you can have as many best friends as possible and they give you basically the same bonuses as your spouse. The only difference is you don't marry them and you don't have those couple quests with them. So those people who are in love with the married person, they will never be able to get to the spouse status unless they will force them to divorce, so it's a little bit too complex. But yeah, the chances are really low, to be honest, because when you realize how much work you put into those relationships, into that ring, you don't want to abandon it and start anew. Actually, yes, if you will divorce, your ring will go back to 0 and you'll have to start from the very beginning, so all of those presents, all of those bouquets will be lost. So yeah, when you're figuring out who to marry, you should count in several things. First of all, you should be comfortable talking with that person, because you'll be communicating a lot. That's someone who will be in all the dungeons you do, in all the dailies, and probably AFK grind, so you'll have to kind of work together. Second, you have to be in the same playtime zone, basically, because you want to do stuff together yet again. Third one is pretty hard. You want to make sure that that person will keep playing the game as long as you want to play it. So if you're only here for a few weeks, at least let your partner know about that, so they will know what they are in. So for example, if someone wants to play this game for a year and someone wants to play it for a month, after a month the second person will have to find a new couple, new spouse, and it will be really hard after that, because most of the people will be taken. That's not nice. Damn, it took me so much time to collect this data. I thought it will be more useful. Anyway guys, let me know what do you think about the marriage system, if you like it or not. If you want guide on any other topic, let me know in the comments as well. If I'll pick your topic, you'll be featured here in the video and you'll get the info what you need. Other than that, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to make sure that the all bell notifications are turned to all, otherwise you might miss videos. YouTube is just like that. If you like live streaming, I'm streaming on Twitch every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday in the evening. In the US it's daytime. A link will be in the description and over here a bit later, or maybe right now. Also join our fantastic Discord for our fantastic community. We are talking about everything over there, so you might want to be there as well. And follow all my social medias. All the links are over here: Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. That's about it for now. Thank you for watching guys. Solid out. See ya comrades. Bye.